Here's where the books start. They're mostly reference books, and we move along, more reference books, and then we move into the family history books. We have many family history books. Mostly they are donated by the family for our library. And then we go around the corner and we have more lovely family history books. Then we go into another section, and this will be the English. Like, here's the Doomsday books. More England books. And then we go into the German books. This is the Germans to America collection. Very good selection on German research. More German research down here. Here we have Philby's Italian books, and on. We've got a few from the Jewish roots in Ukraine and Poland, and then we go eventually into the Indian, Native American. We have a good selection on Cherokee, probably the best selection of Cherokee in town. More Native Americans books up here. And then we go into Canada. We have a nice shelf on Canada. And we even have some on Barbados. And then here we have Philby's passenger and immigration list. We come on over and we have the famine immigrants and more European immigrants information. We've got England and Scots and Ireland, and then we pop up and we have the Mayfair families. And this section is really interesting, is someone has taken the Mayflower name, people on the Mayflower, and they've researched their family up to modern times. Founders and Patriots, more England, some DAR books, and then we go into the military. We have graves of Revolutionary Patriots. More military, and then we'll go around the corner again. And these are just good reference kind of books on America, United States. Anglo-Americans in the Spanish archives. Who'd have thought you'd find that? There's a book about the men that went down in USS Lexington in 1946. More military. And then we come to this Confederate Veterans magazine. There's 2 shelves of them and an index. And it's pictures that were printed in the Confederate magazine, Confederate Veteran magazine. If you had a Confederate veteran, make sure to look in these because there's so lots of pictures. And then we just keep on moving down, more military. And then we drift down to the Great Migration begins, 1620 It goes up to 1635. There's 6 volumes in that set. I don't know. And then more American genealogist books. This is New England marriages and New England information. We have Maine, Massachusetts, all the New England states, we have something on them. Here's a nice set, The Search for Missing Friends. It was out of a newspaper in Boston. People were searching for family members that came earlier. If you have Irish ancestors, that might be a good place to look. We've got Massachusetts again. Here's Boston, Boston marriages. More New England, Cape Cod libraries. And down there to the, and then we skip all the way up here. And then we're still in to the New England. You see we've got Connecticut. Lots of nice Connecticut information. And then New York. Lots and lots of good New York. We've got 2 shelves or more of New York. Delaware. Palatine families. German immigrants. All in total, we have a lot of New England. And then we move, here we jump to Pennsylvania. And we've got about 4 shelves of Pennsylvania books. All kinds of interesting things. Genealogy of the early Pennsylvania families. Look at this big fat book on Allegheny County. Worth looking at if you've got Pennsylvania. More Pennsylvania here. And then we jump down to New Jersey. Maryland. We move right along. These things are Dewey Decimal sorted, not alphabetical. So you have to use the card catalog. Oh, excuse me. Now it's on the computer. Then we move into West Virginia. Lots of nice things on West Virginia. And then we start the state of Virginia. We're probably famous for our Virginia collection. More Virginia. Scotch-Irish settlement in Virginia. Here's the Tidewater families in Virginia. The Adventures of Perce and Person, Virginia, early Virginia, 1607. Very good, we've got early Virginia. More Virginia there. We skip over here. We're still doing Virginia. Virginia genealogies. The history of Henry County. That one has my family in it. All these are lovely books on Virginia. Some on marriages on each county. Very, very thorough. Here's the story of the history of Henrico County, Virginia. Another early county. Cavaliers and Pioneers in Virginia. There's a whole set of those. lovely books. More Virginia. We pop up here. We're still in, guess where? Virginia. We have this beautiful 2 different sets of Virginia families. 2 different sets by the same name. So there's a whole shelf of those. If you're doing Virginia, don't forget to look at them. Still Virginia. Here's one on colonial Virginia. Still Virginia. Now we move into the Carolinas. North Carolina, South Carolina. Lovely section. This happens to be North Carolina here. We're going to Georgia. Lots of Georgia about the Cherokee land lotteries. If your family was early Georgia, you need to look at those. Alabama, Mississippi. Now we're down in the deep south. Texas. Lots of Texas. Texas likes to talk about themselves, so there's always a lot of Texas books. And then we go into Oklahoma, and then we'll go around the corner again. Arkansas. Just look at these lovely books. Here's the set on Tennessee. Beautiful Tennessee books. Early Tennessee. Good settlement. More Tennessee. This is an interesting set. We've got marriages, early marriages in Tennessee. We have Middle, East, and West. Early marriages. Tennessee divides in 3 ways. Tennessee, and then we jump all the way up to Ohio. Now figure that one out. Tennessee to Ohio. Kentucky, we throw that in there. Lots of good Ohio. Ohio is the jumping off place for the West. And then we go into the Indiana, Illinois. Lots of good stuff. Michigan. Iowa. All good. Then we've got Kentucky again, and then the Dakotas. So they get a little thin through here. If they don't print, I can't buy. So we've got a little Spanish here. And a little, we'll have Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, Nevada. Come on to the California. This is the California collection down this row. Speed up. California section. Look at this lovely section in California. Probably a little Canada. Anyway, that's it. That's the 5-cent tour of my library.